I just thought I'd have 20 minutes, like little snooze. Let me stop now. Here we go. And then, yeah, this happened. So, yeah, Seville, it's just not working for me, I'm afraid. Good morning. Well, it is here anyway. Right, so we're leaving Seville this morning. Now, I'm going to try and get out this wind. Now, all I'll say about Seville is we had some... It's just one of them places where nothing goes right. You know, I said yesterday you went out for a meal and you wanted to charge us from an old menu. You know, I'm not going all into it. Yeah, it's just one of them places. Like, we tried to get a bracket from a bike. There's a Yamaha shop just over the road. Biggest Yamaha shop you've ever seen. Don't do any brackets for handlebars. So they sent me to another shop, like a John Lewis. No, that doesn't do it, so I can't get one. So I'm really so upset about the bracket because I can't give you riding footage at the moment. But I'll try my best. And also about Seville, where we are, it's a massive city, really big. So we went a mile into town last night and it was just high streets. So where we're staying, there's not a lot here. Now, what we do know is, because I've googled it, there's some beautiful places in Seville. But the trouble is, we can't get in a taxi and just say to the driver, can you take us somewhere nice? So it's very hard to explain to taxi drivers where to take us and where the best places to take us. Because I wanted to get some drone shots of Seville, but that's not going to happen, I'm afraid. And also, it's time, having time on your hands. Because we wanted to spend more time in Tenerife, we've got less time riding. But that's what we wanted to do. So going home, we're actually taking 3 days to get home because we're going straight up instead of across. But yeah, so Seville, it served the purpose because we're 57 miles away from Huelva, the ferry port, which is where we're going to be heading late morning. And also from my friend Adam over in Tenerife, he said there's nothing in Huelva, so we need to make a little pit stop along the way, and hopefully I want to try and get a cabin. Please let there be some cabins available on the ferry, because I need to chill and do my editing. I need to catch up on a lot of editing. So we're about to leave in about an hour. So this is Hotel Catalonia in Seville. Right, got met Steve having a last minute coffee before we go. Just over the road from the hotel actually, so we're all ready. I've got to say, Seville, I've never met so many rude people. I've just come in here and I'm doing my utmost best Spanish. Dos cabe con leche, por favor, and agua sin gas. So she said, uno sin gas? I said, sí, one, uno. So she gives me a con gas, but I didn't realise till I opened it, I heard the fizz. So I said, sorry, I asked for sin gas. And it's like, they treat you like, I don't know, like dirt. Like you know, it was like the end of the world. And I thought, well, I couldn't be more clear. I asked for still water and 2 coffees in your language, and you're still treating me like, I don't know. It's quite off-putting, you know, when you try and make an effort in someone else's country and you're still treated that way. But hey, personally, I won't be coming back to Seville. What do you reckon, Steve? Are you? I mean, that's a nice background as well, isn't it? Graffiti.
No, mate. After what happened last night, with the rudeness of the waiter and possibly the manager of the restaurant we was in, giving us the wrong menu, then trying to charge us a price which wasn't on the menu, you know.
Yeah.
And the way they was with you in the hotel earlier on as well. No, very rude people, which is not typical of the Spanish that I've come across in the past, mate. Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, Steve referring to what happens in the hotel, you know, we didn't pay for breakfast, so it was additional. Fine. 14 euros each. So I went to pay at the desk. We've got our own individual tickets of 14 euros. So she said, "Oh, I have to get the manager." I said, "Can I just pay?" So the manager come out and said, "Hola," and she spoke quite good English. So I just want to pay. I said, "Yes, it's 28 euros." I said, "That's fine." So I gave him the card and I paid. But you know, that took 10 minutes because the other person on the counter wasn't, whether she didn't understand, I don't know, but they're not very helpful in Seville. So for those of you that come to Seville, that enjoy it, absolutely fine. Just not for me. So we're just going to leave now, literally 10 minutes, and we're going to head off to the ferry port of Huelva. Just stopped at another, what's our last stop actually before the ferry port. 25 miles to go. So just filled up. That'll get us now back to where we're staying in Tenerife. What I love about some of these Spanish fuel stops, you can sit down and just enjoy a coffee. And I've got Madness playing in the background, Our House, can you believe it? Yeah, 25 miles to go. Here we are, just over 1,600 miles, and we're here at the port of Huelva, which became a bit confusing because we punched in port of Huelva on our sat navs, and it took us 10 kilometers away to another port. So be careful if you're coming here. You got to find out the exact details for this particular port where the Fred Olsen ferries go from. But yeah, we're in the bike queue. So relieved to be here after, well, we left Friday. Today's Tuesday, and then we arrive in Santa Cruz, Tenerife, Wednesday, about 10:30 p.m. So yeah, it's been a ride, it's been an experience, it's been an adventure, and that's all what I wanted it to be. So yeah, we got our I took your advice, Adam. I've got loads of snacks because the food is really tough on the ferry apparently. But so how are you feeling, Steve? Now we've come this far.
Mate. Yeah, we got it. We've done it.
Done it, haven't we?
That's it. All those that raised eyebrows and bits and pieces going to Tenerife on motorbikes. Well, up yours.
There you go. Yeah, we're here. We've done it. Well, we're not quite there. Let's hope there's no rough seas when we get there. Right. At the moment we're an hour behind schedule boarding. Just wanted to show you that there's one vending machine for cold drinks and it only takes cash. So coins, which I haven't got. But look how barren this ferry port is. It's crazy. I mean, got the toilets there and all you can smell is wee. I know it's hot, but you just expect a place like this in this country to cater for everyone, really. It's just an eye-opener, you know, that, you know, I keep saying about Adam, a friend of mine in Tenerife, but he's done this trip. But he done it in the evening when it was cold, and he just left to just sit and wait, because you can't just, with a motorbike, you can't just hide away in your car. You know, you're out in the elements, and it's you know, even a waiting room would be nice. But yeah, I just wanted to show you really that this is reality. But I'm still excited because we've just got the ferry trip to go. Oh dear, it's taking its toll. Right, we're actually in first class because that's what I booked up, and what you get is this. You get this sort of seating, which is nice. I'll just pan it round for you. So that's okay. So when I booked it, I had in my mind, do you know what? Yeah, I'll take that. You know, 30 hours, it's quiet, might be able to get some sleep. But as the days have gone on, and I watched Adam's video from Easy Rider Tenerife, he called this the prison ship. Now, when you get to an age, like you're not 20 anymore, you like a bit of comfort. Well, I do. I lived away for 13 years on a demolition company in bunk beds, sharing with 12 other guys, and that was my life for 13 years. So I've been there, and which is why now I like the nice things. So when you're of an age, well, not just of an age, but I'm a very private person, off camera. I like quiet, I like what I like. So I said to Steve, look, you've got first class, but I prefer to get a cabin, and that was Adam's advice. So I've just booked one. It's an extra 230 euros, but you know what, I'll show you in a minute. Your own private room, got your own shower, TV if you want it, and it's somewhere where I can shut the door. I can get on with a lot of editing, I can get some sleep, I can get rest, and then I can come out whenever I want, and that's the whole point. So listen, it was £600 return on the ferry, but that was first class. I forgot to mention that in my cost video. So there you go. It'd be cheaper if you didn't go first class. I don't know what you get if you don't get first class. I guess I don't know, to be honest. But just letting you guys know. For me, I'd rather spend the extra money, and I can't wait to get in there. Just unpack, change, shower, and then you get the meals in with the ticket as well. So there you go. I mean, like I said to Steve, we're just sweating. Got off the bikes, you know, it's quite a hot ship to board, and we're sweating. And I said, so if you didn't have a shower, what would you do? You just have to put up with it for 30 hours. Yeah. Now I know a plane is a better option, but it's all about the adventure. So there you go, guys. I'll show you the cabin. So I think I've got the sun on the back of my neck actually. So here's the cabin. It's very small, so I can't really zoom out too much, but it's just very basic, 2 single beds, very basic. That's the wonderful view. See, we've not even left yet, and we've been on here an hour. Just pan round. There's the bathroom. So you got the shower on your right. Clean shower. That's all you want, isn't it? you know. You know, as I said, a lot of people might say it's not worth that much money. Well, I might be inclined to agree, but to be honest, I'd rather pay the money and have this privacy. I really would. Well, finally, time to be bored. 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock we was on, yeah.
Right, it's 5:30 now, and we're just leaving now. Just show you. Someone's alarm's going off already.
Mr. Raptor.
So he'll have a nice battery when we get to Tenerife. This actually stops at Lanzarote, and I'm not sure if it stops at all the Canary Islands, but we're doing 3 stops, and one of them's Lanzarote. So I don't know if we're first off or not. But glad we're on the move. We've got our cabin. We've got a cabin each. What our way? This is what we came for. This is what we've ridden 1,600 miles for, to get on this, to go to Tenerife. So for those of you that said,
Go to Tenerife?
yeah, can that be done on the motorcycles? In the words of Adam, yes it can.
You can.
But it's not easy. Let's go get a cold one.
I think so, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Ta.
Have a gin and lemonade. Why not? I have to say though, some companies have some strange things, strange policies going on. So we've got a TV, no remote. So I went to reception. I said, "Can I have a remote for the room?" "Oh yes, I need a deposit." What am I possibly going to do with this? You know, I'm not going to take it. It's crazy, but I'll still stand by. I'm glad I'm in my own cabin, but it's just this beggars belief. It's crazy. A deposit for a remote control. Right, this is I love this.
This is what I thought in.
So we've just got our meal. 8:30 is, we couldn't get anything until 8:30, but here we are. I'll show you what I've got. I've got pork loin with broccoli and chips. When he first served it to me, it was half the amount of chips, and I asked for some more. And a bread roll. But I've got a surprise for you in a minute. I'll just show you the meal. Got the all-important tomato on there as well. Right, so I'll put that on my tray as well. Fanta lemon. Love Fanta lemon, especially in Spain. Got to the checkout, because when you get your cabin, you get like a QR code.
Yeah.
So that's it, your meal's free. Yeah, €2.70 for the Fanta lemon, please. Excuse me. We had to pay for a drink. Well, I don't know what to say about that. I really don't. I couldn't believe it, and she even apologised, because, you know, it's crazy. It's not her fault, the girl that took the money. But can you believe it? You know, you pay all that extra and you can't even get a drink with your meal. It's not even alcoholic, it's a Fanta lemon. But hey, 108 to Tenerife, and we're here to enjoy ourselves. So there you go. We had that meal. Sorry about the noise. It's the air conditioning unit, if you want to call it that. Bit of cool air anyway, so it's nice. Yeah, I just wanted to say that, you know, it is a disgrace, to be fair, you know, for what you pay for, but it's a means to an end. It's a needs must. You know, if you want to travel by car or motorcycle or caravan or whatever the case may be, this is the form of travel. So you can either go basic seats. I don't know the prices without looking. So you just sit in a basic area for 30 hours, or you have a little bit of peace and quiet, a little bit of comfort. You know, it's not the Hilton hotel, but you know, it's whatever you require on the journey. So that's it. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. This is day 5. I lose track where I am. So day 6 is when we arrive in Tenerife. Although we do arrive really late. It's coming up to midnight tomorrow. So it's Tuesday today. So Wednesday we arrive on the island. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope it's been an interesting watch so far, up to day 5. Much more to come, especially when I get on the island. I can get the drone out properly and really go to town with that. So thanks for supporting the channel. Your continued support is very appreciated. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you on day 6.